Hi folks, Tom McMahon here. Wanted to give you a quick demonstration of the mechanics of PayPal. Above this dotted line here we have the PayPal world. Looks like a bank, but it's actually a virtual bank. It's only available online through any of your devices. And in it shows a couple buckets here. And a bucket is just a terminology I use for your account. And this is the mechanics of PayPal up here. Down below is what you're normally used to. Commercial banks with checkings, savings accounts, various credit cards that you may have. And in order to get into the PayPal virtual world, you have to register, and your email address, I just call it @you here, but your email address is your user ID. Then of course you need a separate, highly protected password because you're dealing with financial stuff. So that's the basics of this. Your email, password, connect various monetary implements to your PayPal account, your checking, savings, and any credit cards you may want to be using to buy stuff. One of the other things you can do with PayPal is, besides having your main email as your user ID, is that you can have multi-users using different emails. For example, your spouse can also use this account. And what I use, and is very handy, is you can have a business email so that when you make purchases, you can segregate all of your activity up here in your PayPal account by the various emails that you use. So at the end of the year, I just go in and query PayPal and ask for all of the purchases that were made under my business email, and I'm ready to go to my tax man with that. Let's see what we can do here on a basic transaction. Okay, all of a sudden there's two users of PayPal, you and somebody else. I've got it out there, assuming their email is @others or whatever it is. And now we each have an account or a bucket up here in PayPal. Let's say that this person out here buys something from me on PayPal. Let's say that this person over here is an eBay member and a PayPal member, and they want to send me some money because they have purchased something in an auction that they have won, or in a fixed price item that I had on eBay. What they do is they log in using their email and password to get into their account, and let's say it's a $10 item, and they forward that $10 into the PayPal mechanism, and it gets deposited into my bucket. Very simple process. Now let's do it the other way. I want to buy something from this person whose PayPal account is using that email, which I don't know right now. And I decide I want to buy it, and say it's a $20 purchase. Here I am, and I'm going to use my personal email, and I want to send $20 over to this seller that I want to use. Let's say I want to use this Visa card. And basically what that's going to do is send $20 up there. I think that's what I was purchasing, and it deposits the $20 into this other person's bucket. The thing to be noted here is that this other user has no idea where my money came from. It could have come from any one of these things, as long as I've got them connected to my PayPal account. I chose to use this credit card. So it's blind between the buyer and the seller, the person sending money and the person receiving money. Let's add a few more users here. So we've got now we've quadrupled the number of other users we've got. We actually have 4. The thing that should be noted is that the number out here is actually approaching 200 million people on this planet. So there's a lot of people out here and businesses that accept and use PayPal as a mechanical means. Let's take another example here. This one's important. Let's say that I've got 4 things up for sale on eBay, and all 4 of these people are interested in buying it. Say it's the same thing. Say it's a t-shirt and it's $10. This person sends me $10, goes in my bucket. This person sends me $10, goes into my bucket, and so on. And now I've got what? I've got $40 in my bucket here. Okay, I've got $40. Part of the PayPal world is I am accepting people's payments, and I have to pay a fee to PayPal. The fee is 30 cents per transaction. So each one of these people actually had a transaction. So I got $1.20 among these. And then I also have to pay a 2.9% credit card fee on the amount that I've got. So I've got $40 in here, 2.9% of 40. Let's just call it 3% of 40 is $1.20. So I've got $1.20 in credit card fees, and I've also got 30, 60, 90, $1.20 in transaction fees. So that's kind of $1.20 and $1.20, $2.40 out of the $40 that I received will go back to PayPal in the way of fees. Now that seems a little strange, but here's how this works. Let's say this person decided to use Visa. I don't know. This other person might have decided to use Discover. This person may have used their checking account. And this person may have already had $10 in this bucket, and it goes over there directly. The PayPal policy is that if you have money in your account or in this bucket and you buy something, they drain this bucket before they go down and dip into any of these other monetary sources. So if this guy had $10 in there, it came over. So I've got 2 people that used credit cards and 2 people that used cash, one from a bucket and one from a checking account. I'm paying a credit card fee for people that used cash. That's the PayPal policy, and that's how they can give you a rate of 2.9% on the cash that you receive. That's down in the Sears and Roebuck category. That's a big account, and they pay somewhere around 2.7, 2.8% on their transactions of millions of dollars a day when they accept a credit card. So the policies of PayPal are every transaction, whether it's uses cash from people's buckets or their checking and savings accounts, are treated exactly the same way as if they used a credit card. So that's how PayPal makes their money. Now let's look at one other transaction. Let's say that I'm going to buy something from this first guy here, and remember I've got $40 up in here minus my fees. You know, it was what $2.40 or so. But let's just, for the moment, say I've got $40 in cash up here sitting in my bucket. And if I buy something for $50 from this guy, I'm going to go up and I'm going to say, hey, PayPal, this guy has bought I'm buying something from this guy. I want to send him $10 or $50. Okay? PayPal says, you got 40 in there. That immediately goes into this guy's bucket. And where do you want the other 10 to come from? I can say checking, savings, or MasterCard, your choice. And I can also choose which email I want to be associated with this transaction. So I buy something for $50 from this guy. The 40 that I've got already in my cash reserves up here in PayPal automatically goes to this guy. And I get to select the email and the other source of money that's going to be used for the remaining $10 so that this guy is made whole with $50. Again, this guy has no idea that I mixed a combination of PayPal cash was on hand and some kind of checking, savings, or credit card. Hopefully that clarifies a bit. Thanks.